Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time, I'm going to go over to Hip Hop DX, and this is about the criminal trial for Xxxtentacion. Judge compels rapper's mother to disclose earnings after her son's death. The article is done by Mackenzie, Cummings-Grady, and it says XXX, and that's what I'm going to refer to him as. Mother, Miss Bernard, must disclose earnings she received following her son's death in 2018, according to a judge. Judge Michael Usan signed off on a motion filed by an attorney to one of the four men accused of murdering X in 2018, which argued that Bernard should have to disclose how much money she made in the wake of her son's death. According to the legal documents obtained by Xxxtentacion, the decision was made during a hearing on Monday, January the 9th, where the attorney for Michael Boatwright was able to convince the judge Usan to approve the motion. Boatwright has been charged with X's murder, along with Derek Williams and Trayvon Newsom. Bernard's attorney, Robert H. Trenchman, has been pushing back against Boatman's motion, calling the information irrelevant and highly confidential, which is true. But I'll save my thoughts and opinions till after. For the reasons set forth below, defendant has no entitlement to the discovery he seeks concerning the assets of Mrs. Bernard, because the discovery request by the defendant is not relevant to any matter pending before this court, Trenchman argued in court. The latest update comes as jury selection in XXX's murder trial is set to begin on Wednesday, January the 11th. A fourth suspect named Robin Allen entered a plea deal last August and will be called to testify against the other three men. Mr. Allen entered a guilty plea this morning in the murder-death of XXX. Allen's attorney, Jim Lewis, previously told NBC Miami late summer he pleaded guilty to a lesser-included offense of second-degree murder and robbery with a firearm. He faces a life sentence. Obviously, we are hoping for better than that, but his sentence is deferred, and it is likely he will be called as a witness in the case against the other three co-defendants. He continues, Mr. Allen's role was much lesser than the other three involved. It was always kind of contemplated that the state was looking to use him as a witness in the case. And finally, we came to an agreement and plead to the agreement today. Again, his involvement was much lesser than the others, more of accessory after the fact than rather a part of the planning. Certainly never got out of the car, never had a gun, never shot nobody, and hopefully the judge in the state will take this into consideration. Early in January, the Broward County State's Attorney's Office stated in a court document that they had searched Williams' home and discovered a live round of ammunition that they claimed is connected to X's June 2018 murder. They also discovered that the suspect's phone pinged at the River Motorsports in Deerfield Beach, Florida, 1 minute before the rapper was killed at that exact location. XXX's latest posthumous compilation record, Look at Me, dropped in June and served as a companion piece to Hulu's documentary Look at Me, Xxxtentacion. In one scene from the documentary, Cleopatra Bernard meets face to face with Geneva Ayala, X's ex-girlfriend, who accused him of abuse, to address her son's alleged behavior. My son is no longer here, and I feel like it's up to me to make amends and try to right his wrongs as much as I can, Bernard told Ayala. I would actually like to hear you tell your story because like I said, my son's dead and he's never admitted it to me. I don't think he would want me to see him in that light or know that side of him. She continued. Jase was wrong for what he did. There's no excuse for that, period. But I just want the world to know that he wasn't the same person anymore. But the past is still part of his story. And that is the end of the article right there as it stands. It's very odd that he would want, like, why would you want to know how much money this woman made? And how is it relevant to the case? And they got a judge to sign off on this? Like, God forbid, like, they trying to make that public so they can put a target on her back. You know what I'm saying? Like, the realm of possibilities, allegedly, the realm of possibilities could be endless. And I would hate to see that come out when it has nothing relevant to do with them robbing her son and, taking his life. It doesn't matter what she received, what she did or didn't receive after this young man's murder. I just think that it's really crazy, and for them the judge to agree to that, what's the relevance? Like, are we in court here, or is this just like, what I'm saying, you're information seeking? It's a lot of things that could come behind that, and it just don't sound right to me. It just don't fit right to me. Like, that's just my personal opinion. That should have never been introduced as a motion in the case. I'm still trying to figure out the relevancy of it. Please excuse my son in the background. He's playing. But yeah, I just got a bad feeling about that. And and I mean, if it's public and if it's made public, that's the implications, it could be very serious. And I just don't. I just don't. It just give me a bad feeling all the way around. What the hell is the judge thinking to approve something like that when it definitely has no relevance to it, So, yeah, just let me know how you feel down in the comment section. Like, I just got a bad vibe, a bad feeling about that all the way around. That has nothing to do with the case. It has nothing to do in terms of him proving his innocence or guilt. It has nothing to do with him having a lesser role in taking her son's life. And I just don't understand it, to be honest with you. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Long live Xxx. Gone too soon, definitely. Unfortunately, I would get into his music, shortly before he passed on. So, and from what I've heard from his music and everything, it's like a beautiful storm, if I had to summarize his music. A beautiful storm, not just one genre, but many genres, fitting into one perfect storm of music. So, yeah, definitely get at me. And thank you so much for watching this video. And I will get with you in the next one.